take your time. If you have to sleep on a blow-up mattress for a little bit, so what? You're sleeping on a blow-up mattress in your own space. Who gonna tell you what?
Just like you will.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe because your girl's a whole vibe, okay? Period. Please excuse any noises you might hear throughout the video. My daughter insists on being right next to me as I film a video, like she could be in her room watching TV. She's supposed to sit right here. Anyways, as you can tell by the title, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for moving out on your own. I have been living on my own, and when I say on my own, it is me and my 3-year-old daughter. So it made me feel a bit more at ease when moving, because I'm not like 100% on my own. Like, that's my mini best friend. So it hasn't been that hard for me as far as adjusting, but I did want to give you guys some tips on how to go about the process as a whole, so make sure you stay tuned and we're gonna get right into it. First things first, I highly recommend you purchase things little by little ahead of time. Like, even if you have no idea when exactly you're moving, still try to purchase things little by little, because that's something that I did not do. And let me tell you, I regret it 100%, because that's more money I had to cough up when it was time to move that I wish I did not have to cough up. So whether you have a move-in date or not, whether you have all of the money saved up or not, whether it's a year before you know you want to move, start getting stuff little by little. Get you some storage bins, even if you barely have space, because that was my mindset. Me and my daughter was living out of one room before we moved. It was my room and her crib was in there, all of that. So I didn't have any space. So my thought process was, I'm not about to be buying stuff just for me to be in a cluttered situation. Like, I have time. Relax, girl. No, like, do not think like me at all. Start getting stuff as early as possible. Every time you step into a store, and you have the time, of course, if you're rushing, it's not that serious. Every time you step into a store, and you have the time, go look in the home section. Walmart, TJ Maxx, Ross. Go look. See what's on sale. Even if you just want to get a feel of things and you don't have any money when you walk into the store, you don't have any extra money, go look. And if you do have the money, pick up at least one thing each time. It is going to help you out so much when that moving time comes. Let me tell you. I was so mad once I realized how much stuff I did not have. And I felt like I was getting stuff pretty early. I started getting stuff maybe about a month and a half or 2 months before I moved out. I thought that was early. No, because when it was time for me to pay like first month's rent, deposit, I was still buying stuff that I should have been had. So I was coughing out more money than I really thought I was gonna have to. So with that being said, get your forks, your spoons, your paper towels. Get it. Put it in some storage bins, stack it up, put it to the side, and just continue adding onto it until it's time to move. I wish I did that. Especially with toilet tissue and paper towel. I wish I did that with those, because I feel like we be going through those. And it's just me and Alani. Like, we go through them. I'm telling you, okay? Second tip I have, which is probably the most obvious. I'm going to breeze through this one, but I feel like you cannot make one of these videos without saying you have to save. Make sure you save. Once again, that's something that I did not do 100%. Because I honestly felt like I couldn't save. And I feel like a lot of people can probably relate to this. Whenever you're trying to save, you know how it's like, okay, you finally have your bank account where you want it, and then something happens and you have to dip into that money. It was always so hard for me to save. So I never really got to save what I wanted to save, but I did save something, and that helped me with my deposit for the house. It helped me, and I'm renting a house, by the way. So I feel like, depending on where you live, renting a house is not a thing. Like, I'm born and raised in New York. We do not rent no houses. But anyways, my deposit, and then me getting last minute stuff for the house, like a vacuum, air fryer, you know, just last minute stuff, that pretty much took up most of the savings that I had. That should not happen. You should still have money saved after your deposit and first month's rent, for just in case anything happens. Like, oh, my check was short this month. I had to do this, this, and this with my check. Now I'm not gonna have money for rent, but at least I have money saved up. So want to make sure you save. I said I wasn't gonna talk too much about that, and I feel like I dragged it a little bit, but y'all get it, right? The third tip I have is, please consider security. And I feel like that is very self-explanatory with the times we are living in, because I have seen videos of men waiting outside of women's apartments, just waiting, like, or just walking back and forth or watching you and you don't even know it, just so that they can plot on you. Get security, a Ring camera or some type of security camera is a must. I made sure I got like security. Like when that garage door opens and I'm upstairs, I know. When we're going to bed at night, that alarm is on. So God forbid if anyone tries to break in this house, that alarm is going off immediately and the cops are automatically called. So because I was just real paranoid about living on my own, especially with a toddler. Like, that was one of the things that I was scared about the most. But having some type of security, I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm not here scared like, oh my God, it's so quiet, or what was that noise? And on top of my security system, I bought me a little bat that I got from Amazon. And yes, it had to be pink because I'm extra. This thing will knock somebody out for real. I got me a little bat, and then I have me like a little security thing for my sliding doors to my backyard because like, obviously the sliding doors don't have a top and a bottom lock. I'm way too paranoid for that. So I had to get something, and I'll insert a video or a clip of like what it is and what it does. But I had to get that for my sliding doors. So yeah, I was just all about security when I moved in. As long as I know like my alarms are on, my doors are locked, I have definitely calmed down. Until my boyfriend moves out here with me, I think I'm pretty good when it comes to me living on my own and being scared. I've been really good about that. But yeah, get you some security, please. The fourth tip I have: take your time when it comes to furnishing your house. I cannot stress this enough. Please do not let social media trick you into believing as soon as you move, you have to furnish a house just so it could look a certain way. No. I mean, if you got it like that, as you should, but no. Take your time. If you have to sleep on a blow-up mattress for a little bit, so what? You're sleeping on a blow-up mattress in your own space. Who gonna tell you what? Who gonna check you? Nobody. So take your time. Do not worry about anybody else's opinions. It took me about 2 months to get my couch. And this is not even a couch that I wanted. That's another thing as well. When it comes to buying furniture, be reasonable with yourself. Only you know what you can afford. Do not go into these furniture stores and allow these sales associates to talk you into getting a payment plan for every single furniture piece in your house. Please don't do it. Not for everything, not to furnish your whole house. It could possibly put you in problems later on when it comes to making those payments. So yeah, but be reasonable. Like I said, only you know what you can afford. I wanted a pink tuft couch. If you know, you know. I think tuft anything is so pretty, so pretty. But that couch is going for like $3,000-$4,000 depending on where you're looking and up. I had to humble myself and I got me a little $900 couch. This couch actually may have been $1,200. I have been taking my time. So far, I just have my couch. I do have a dining room table. I have my little Valentine's Day Christmas tree. If you know, you know. But that's pretty much it as far as furniture downstairs. I want to get an entryway table. I want to get like a little mirror for my entryway. I want to get me like a 60 to 70 inch flat screen TV. I haven't figured out the size that I wanted to go with yet. It's so much that I want to do, but I'm pacing myself. So that's another big tip that I feel like I had to include. Please pace yourself. My fifth and last tip will be just to keep track of all of your bills and try to stay organized, because it can definitely get away from you. Especially when you're doing all of this on your own for the first time. I was used to living with my aunt. And me and my aunt went half and half on everything. So I know there's some people watching this video where you don't go half and half with your parent. I hope you don't. Like, you're living rent free right now. You don't have to worry about any bills. I was going half and half with my aunt, so I can honestly say I knew what to expect a little bit. My aunt had to tell me when bills were due. Every month. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was not paying that any mind. Like, just let me know when it's due and I'll give you the money. I never knew when bills were due. So it can definitely catch up on you when you're living on your own and you have to manage all these bills by yourself. Cable or Wi-Fi, whatever you have. I just have Wi-Fi at the moment because all I do is stream. I never watch cable. But Wi-Fi, utilities, rent, and then you probably have your personal bills, your car note, your car insurance. So it can get hard to keep up, in my opinion. I say get an app, or to make it easier for yourself, set a date every month, whether it's the 21st, the 29th, the 30th, whatever. Set you a day every month and pay all your bills on that day. You just come up with a system. Stay organized, because once again, you don't need no late bills, because them late fees, it's nothing to be played with. Them late fees is nothing to be played with, okay? But that's pretty much it for this video. I can definitely do different parts to this, so definitely make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. I do vlog as well, and I also sell custom wigs, so shop with me. Payment plans are available. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.